Thank you, Pat, for that kind introduction, and thank you for sparing us from the awards. Good afternoon, everyone. I, too, would like to welcome Governor John Kitzhaber, Congressman Peter DeFazio, and our Board of Education members. Also our colleagues from Salem, from Oregon Community College Association, who do such a good job of representing us there. And I'd also like to thank everyone who is here in the room or tuning in by live stream. Lane is the community's college, and all of you are part of our story. As this event has approached, I've been thinking about the citizens of Lane County in 1964 who said, we need our own college. We need a place where people can receive the best in higher education and who can get career and technical training that will help them sustain their families and build meaningful lives. What insight and vision they showed. It was a transformational time in Lane County and in the nation. It is fitting that in the same year that the Civil Rights Act was signed into law, that Lane Community College was founded, dedicated as we are to serving the underrepresented, the underprepared, the poorest, and the most first-generation students in our country. Pat alluded to the Truman Commission, which called for the creation of public community colleges. Since that time, we have been dwelling in the possibility that access to higher education could strengthen American democracy, the economy, and our citizenry, and it has. Our community has been part of a national movement that defends higher education as a right for all, not a privilege of the few. As we look forward to the next 50 years, we must be vigilant to continue to build on the possibility and the ideals held by our founders in 1964. Part of the vision of our founders was to have a locally elected governing board. This has been a key strength in our ability to respond to community needs. I am very grateful to all of the board members over the years, but especially the current board. They give tirelessly of themselves on behalf of the community and our students. We have one board member here today, though, that Pat mentioned, who can claim a connection to Lane that goes back to before the college was even a gleam in the community's eye. Bob Ackerman helped put up hay on the land where we gather now when it was still a part of the Gagne family farm. Wilfred Gagne later donated the tract of land that became main campus. Something must have inspired Bob even then. He was first elected to Lane's board in 1965 and has served 4 terms since, including the present term, at the end of which will mark a 50-year connection to the college. He's also served in the Oregon House of Representatives. Last year, he won the Oregon Community College Association Howard Cherry Award for Outstanding Community College Board Member. Lane has been transformed by his vision and service, so please help me in the special honor for Bob Ackerman. Pat also mentioned, we have another special guest here, and I'm delighted to share that our founding president, Dale Parnell, is here. Dale was principal of Springfield High School when he was recruited as Lane's first president, and after getting us off to a tremendous start in 1965 to 1968, he went on to become the superintendent of public instruction and president of the American Association of Community Colleges from 1981 to 1991. And then he came back to Oregon and established the community college doctoral program at Oregon State University. So Dale, thank you so much. Your legacy is amazing. I count myself as one of Dr. Parnell's success stories. He joined my doctoral committee after I had been trying to complete my dissertation for many years. I can honestly say I wouldn't have finished the darn thing had it not been for him. His leadership helped me to believe in myself that I too could lead a community college. My belief in education goes back to my Scottish roots. My father was a coal miner's son who left school when he was 14 and apprenticed as a baker. My mother left school when she was 15. Despite the fact that they had no formal education, they had this belief in education and expected their 4 girls to go to college. When I look back on that, it's quite remarkable because at that time, only 3% of Scotland's population went to university. You either got on a university track at age 11 or you didn't. Because of my parents' belief in education, I grew up expecting to go to college, and I did, went to the University of Edinburgh. I also saw them deeply connected to their community. Their values started me on a path that led me to Lynn Benton Community College 35 years ago and Lane Community College 20 years ago. It is no accident that I have spent my career in community colleges, and particularly at Lane, the college that provides education for those who do not think they have a seat at the table, the college that takes people where they are and sets them on a path to economic prosperity, the college that reflects the needs of its community, the college that believes that education we provide develops not only skilled workers, but empowered workers and citizens that are the backbone of our community and state. Lane would not be what it is today were it not for the many faculty and staff who have dedicated themselves to our mission. Our faculty choose to be here because they are committed to teaching and learning, first and foremost. They are also committed to our students, community college students. Every day they are faced with huge diversity and they adapt their teaching to meet the needs of our students. Similarly, our staff are focused on student success. They are well aware that their actions could be the thing that engages or the thing that turns a student away. They see the connection between their work and our vision of transforming lives through learning. As a result, they go above and beyond to assure that students are served. I am very proud of our faculty and staff. I could not ask to work with a more dedicated, talented, and amazing group of educators. So please help me thank our amazing faculty and staff. Lane has thousands of success stories, and I'd just like to share one more with you that shows how much this college is a part of the fabric of our community. Michael Samino graduated from Lane in 1990 and returned to work here, teaching and creating our ethnic studies program, and he was instrumental in establishing our veterans program. His family connections to Lane go back to 1962, when his father, Luis, enrolled here after moving to Oregon from Mexico City. Mike's sister enrolled here too, graduating in 1995 and returned to earn her nursing degree in 2002. His mother took sociology classes with him and became a certified preschool teacher. His stepfather took courses here in the late 1980s. In fact, his stepfather's parents met while taking classes at the Eugene Vocational School, which is where Lane Community College started. Michael's uncle taught in the Lane Study Skills Center, and his cousin taught in the English department. That's 5 generations of one family achieving their dreams at Lane Community College, just one story of the many. By now, you have an idea of why Lane is one of the most renowned community colleges in the nation. We have won many awards over the years, from recognition by the U.S. Office of Education in 1972 as one of the 6 best comprehensive community colleges in the nation, to last month's selection as one of only 5 community colleges in the nation to win a Green Genome Award from the American Association of Community Colleges for our sustainability work, and our distinction as a leader college by the Achieving the Dream Project for improving student success and closing achievement gaps signals that we are recognized as a leading college in the country. We have been a national pace setter since the beginning and continue to be. It's about the great faculty and staff here. It's about our students. It's about you, our community. The last 50 years has been great, but we are not resting on our laurels. We are dwelling in the possibility of the future, thinking ahead to what we need to become in the years ahead to serve our students and our community. We will focus on student success. We will focus on inclusive excellence. We will focus on great teaching and learning. We will focus on catalyzing our economy and building a healthy, sustainable community. We will focus on global and community responsibility. I believe that our next 50 years will be just as phenomenal as the last 50 years, and I am so grateful to be part of this great institution. Thank you for coming today to celebrate Lane Community College.